Ba, ba, ba. Oh yeah, I don't know, man. Not technology. You already know how it is. What's up, Andre? You know how to do technology, man. Dealing with these live streams. I don't really like the way that it's set up. Like you can't really refresh it. If I refresh the page, it automatically starts a brand new live. I can't refresh it. Like once it's paused on here on the computer, it just doesn't. There's no way to like troubleshoot it. It just says waiting to reconnect. And even though I can still chat with y'all, nothing is moving. So it's very crazy. It's very stupid. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. All right. But but yeah. So forgot where I left off at, but it doesn't matter. I got plenty to talk about with this thing. So when you're doing your letters, I just want everybody to make sure if you like a lot of people watch me, they don't sign up for any services that I do. There's people who do, there's people who don't. I don't knock anybody for either one. If you're watching this and you're getting some information from it and you're learning how to do something on your own, fantastic. You're starting your own business from it, fantastic. I have my ebook coming. My ebook is coming for people who do want to purchase it and who do want to learn the methods that you're supposed to take that get things off, faster. I can say faster, but to say that there's a magic bullet is very, very misleading. Like just a lot of people are like, oh man, this method, this is the method, it's the magic method, it does all that. And it doesn't, So Derek, everybody's method is 45 business days. I don't give anything other than that because people forget what you said is the total time. All they think about is the fastest time. So I've learned to not even say the fastest time. I'll just say it's 45 business days, just so you don't get locked into the fastest time. There are times I've done it, I do it a lot faster most of the time. It's the fact that I don't want to even release that because I don't want to get that in your mind where you're thinking like, oh, well, you're going to forget I said 45 business days and just think about the number I told you after that. So just keep it at 45 business days and we will all be good. So that ebook is going to be fire. It's going to be fire. I've got some, I've already started, so it's going to be crazy. I'm gonna make sure that it's unlike anybody else's. I'm gonna have different ebooks. I'm gonna have an ebook on taxes. I'm gonna have an ebook on forex, day trading. I'm gonna have an ebook on credit repair. I'm gonna have an ebook on business credit repair. I'm gonna have an ebook on business building and financing. I'm gonna have an ebook on fix and flips. I'm gonna have an ebook. It's gonna be like back to back J Knows. It's gonna be like J Knows ebooks. Bam, 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 bam. So it's gonna be coming. And I'm gonna wait. I mean, a lot of testimonials about it. I already know because it's like already just starting to write it. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe I've been putting this out there. People can be like, yo, like you gotta buy this ebook. They would be like, yo, I'm not even gonna give it to you because I didn't pay for this ebook and it's so fire right now that you gotta go buy it yourself. I don't even want to give it to you for free because it's gonna be that fire. That's literally how it's gonna be. You're like, nah, man, I'm gonna use this to make my own business or something. I'm not gonna share it with you because you got to pay me for mine if that's the case. Like that's how fire is going to be. So, and I don't like to hype stuff up, but I got to pat myself on the back. Sometimes when it comes to me put something together, I hate writing. I like reading. I just hate writing. Hate writing stuff. As you know, I can't even uncouth and all them big words and uncultured and I can say them, but I really hate writing. I hate grammar. I hate all of that. Like, look, you know what I said. You know what I said. That's what matters. You know what I said. Okay. So, but yeah, I want people to get off thinking about magic bullets, thinking about magic. There's not going to be no other thing magic, what I'm saying, that's going to come out there. That's going to be. Now, can there be different ways to increase your score, increase your chances of getting funding, increase your chances of, getting a house, different methods on how to get your house faster and all that kind of stuff. best banks to do that with, and all that. A lot of things can make sense, but I'm a person where I don't do hype. I hate hype. Even when I was in network marketing, I hated hype. I don't like doing hype stuff. I like doing stuff that people have a sound mind of thinking about. Like people can literally like, okay, without any noise, without any music in the background, without anything like that, can you literally think about what I'm saying and understand why what I'm saying is real and legitimate compared to you being in a hype state, being around other people who are trying to hype you up, make you dance when you don't want to dance, make you cheer when you don't want to cheer. You're just doing it because everybody else is doing it. When you're by yourself is what matters, So I like to get people in a place where they're by themselves, make them think like, hey, is this really hype or is this really real? Because being in that hype status makes you have, remorse. That's why people have buyer's remorse. They're hype at the store, they buy something, not a remorse. They really understand like, man, why did I buy that product? I didn't need it. Why did I get that service? I didn't need it. So for me, I like to make sure everybody has a sound mind and understanding about what I'm saying. And I'm just like, I'm not just blowing smoke. I'm telling you what it really is and not just giving you that BS. You know what I'm saying? You say, you're the man when niggas in prisons watching you. Yeah, bro. Is that you? Is that you? Where's my boy at? Oh yeah, the king. That's my boy right there, man. The king. What's up, man? Yeah, is that the boy we'll talk to you on Instagram? Yeah. Oh, you why you take back your message? Oh yeah, the king, bro. Is that you? You can keep that up there, man. I don't know why I got retracted. What was that? Why did I get retracted? Yeah, man. I think that was you who sent me the Instagram message. If not, if I have another person watch me from prison, that's big, yo. I don't know what to say, man. I try to, I'm trying to help. Like I had one guy hit me up to say he's in prison. I told him I was going to just help him for free, just cause, like if you're in prison trying to get this shit, like yo, you deserve to get it for free, man. Like at that point, what I'm saying, like you deserve it. And of course I looked into it just to make sure, some people just talk, but I did have somebody who hit me up like that, man. It's but no, that's not you. Okay. But yeah, man. We just be low key watching you. The guards be lurking. Oh yeah, bro. I remember when I was locked up, man. We used to, I don't even smoke, like, what I'm saying, but like niggas in there used to smoke, like potato skins, man. Used to roll up potato skins, roll up tissue, take tissue and roll it up in like circles like that, and then hang it up over the pole. And then like they used to like light a fire up under the water fountain, like the little cords on the water fountain. They found a way to kind of, move that. And that way they kind of like use a spark and spark the tissue, hang that tissue up over the shower pole and let it burn. And because they got tissue wrapped around like this, it burns real slow. And you get the Sunday potato skins and go in the bathroom, roll up potato skins and smoke potato skins in the bathroom. Like, folks is creative, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, I feel you, man. But there's a lot of things I used to do, in there, bro. Like I was like, oh, I'm smoking a potato skin. Like, I guess I'm not really smoking at that point, right? It's potatoes. But anyway, so if you got any questions, bro, let me know. I try to, give information that, everybody can use. But I know a lot of people are getting out soon. A lot of folks is getting out and they're trying to prepare themselves so when they get out, they'll be on the road. A lot of people who get locked up don't understand, like, even if you're locked up for a long period of time, you come out, your credit might be completely clean. Like you might have everything off by that time, depending on how long you've been locked up. As well as you can start establishing credit easier when you have a lot of things already removed off. And so like there's been a lot of people who got out of prison, man, and then they have, $5, $10, $20,000. He said, haha, that's the old school way. They more advanced now. I bet, bro. I bet. I'm sure they got a whole lot more methods, man, nowadays. Um, but like you can be locked up. Like, I know a guy who got out of prison, and he got out of prison, and within like 10 months, he had a Land Rover. And folks like, yo, how the hell this dude get a Land Rover and all that? Like, he got a house, Land Rover, all that stuff. And that's because like he got out, he's learning about credit, taught people about credit while he was in. And is that when he got out, like he was balling on ninjas, yo. He was balling, like straight balling on them, and had investments and everything off his credit cards, balling on them. And then like people like, yo, like dude, like you selling dope? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like you moving? You got something going on under on the black market? And they're like, nah, bro, I'm doing legitimate stuff. Because it's crazy. Like anytime somebody who's black who does something in their past, automatically it's like you must be doing something negative with your life. But he got out, man, and started doing things with his credit. Now he's got plenty of money off of leveraging his credit. There's a guy who has. Who's I talking about that? There's a guy who has nothing but. There's a guy. I'm trying to think of this guy's name, so I can tell you his name. Where's this guy, man? And like he's super rich, super duper rich. And they asked him what he do for a living. He said nothing. They said, what did you do for a living? He said, I didn't do nothing. And they said, well, how did you get all this stuff? How do you have all this stuff like that? How do you have all this? How do you have these cars? He has $1 million houses. He has, $100,000 cars, stuff like that. And like, well, how did you get all this stuff? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're not working. You haven't worked. What are you doing? And he said, I have an 850 credit score, and all I do is get a new credit card. I don't do nothing but get new credit cards. He said, I'll get a credit card, and I'll run it up, and because my score is 850, I'll just go get another credit card. And I'll buy everything with the credit card, and then I'll just apply for another credit card. I apply for another credit card like once a month. And because my credit's so good, I don't worry. I always get no interest credit cards. I transfer balances to keep my balances low. And I just get more credit cards. That's all he does. $1 million house, plenty of cars, investments off of all credit. No actual job income at all. Just off of credit by itself. And so it's just like a lot of people don't understand like that. It's not as small time people try to make it out to be like, you learn about that credit stuff, man. Like, man. But bro, you don't understand how many people have this now. And people tell me like, yo, there are these cats on YouTube. There's this guy, whatever. This guy flying around on planes. He's got like $4 million in credit cards and all that. And I'm like, cool, because he's doing it. Like he's doing the things that he's supposed to do with his credit. Like he's living his life. He's getting points. He's traveling. Great, fantastic. But you can do the same thing. Like you're not different than those people. It's just that a lot of folks are scared. They're scared to jump out there. They're scared to do something outside of what society tells them to do. They're scared to, say, hey, I'm just going to stop, working, or I'm just going to invest in some things and start my business or whatever. Like, people don't have that. A lot of people don't have that drive to do that. Or if they do, it's temporary. It's only like when they feel good, and you can't work your business when you feel good. Just like your job, you got to show up whether you feel good or not. Your business, whether you feel good or not, you got to work it or you don't eat. And as much as that bed looks comfortable upstairs, you can't go up there and lay in it. You got work you got to do. The difference is they make you or you don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to a business, you can just do what you want. But understand, when them bills come around, you didn't work, you don't get paid. So you just having the right mentality about all things, not just credit, but all things. But because we're talking about credit most of the time, I want you to value this credit like it is your queen. I say credit is queen all the time because it is. It's not just me giving you some verbiage. Like, it really is queen. You see how the queen moves on the chessboard? You know how much power the queen has on the chessboard? They should have just as much power on the earth as far as women, And as far as anything you put up to be a queen, okay? Back in the day, men served queens, not just kings. They had more respect for the queen than they did for the king in the first place. Because they knew the queen really had all the power. The king was just a puppet for a lot of people, okay? But the queen had a lot of respect. The queen had all the Google eyes. The queen had all the attention, okay? Get more attention on that queen. Your real lady and your credit. Like, for real. Like, treat that thing like a queen, man. I promise you, your life will be a lot easier that way. Your life will be a lot easier if you value your queen. Stop chasing these hood rats. Value that queen. And then get this credit right. Stop chasing them little quick money moves all the time. And get some real investments. Use your credit that way. You have a lot more power that way, I promise. A lot more power. A lot more power. Okay. There are, what's today? 24th. There is 6 more days left if you want to get involved with my credit giveaway. I'll be giving away some cash, giving away some AUs, giving away some, different things dealing with credit, as well as some things not dealing with credit. So we'll be doing some giveaways. I'm doing them live on the first of the month. I'm doing them live. Just going to draw some names out of a hat, things like that. I'll give a time. Haven't decided on the time yet. So hopefully you watch to get the time. And if not, you'll see a recording of it so you can watch to make sure ain't nobody just telling you, no crazy stuff. So yeah, y'all will definitely get that. Those of y'all who want this credit, man, like, yo, I just met a guy today and he has 7 credit cards and just bought a car. He bought a car. They ran his credit like 10 times by his car. And he didn't know he has a bank, he has the same bank I have. He could have went to the bank, just had him pull one inquiry and got his car. And saved himself another, 30 points or so in his score. All right. Now the same person works like 70 hours a week. 70 hours a week they work. Just bought a brand new car. And I want to make this resonate to anybody out there who's working. And I salute you for working. Okay. You can do what you got to do with your family. I understand that. I'm not knocking you working. Okay. Because people have to work. They got bills. They got families. They just can't everybody just can't up and quit. I understand that. But what are you doing to stop killing yourself and working that 70 hours a week? You got to do something else to stop killing yourself because you got a brand new car. A lot of people do. You got a car that's a year, 2 years old. That's still brand new to me. Okay. You've had it for a year, 2 years. Still brand new to me. You're paying on it $400 a month, $700 a month, $800 a month. But you never really drive it. You drive it to work. You drive it back home. You go to the grocery store. You go out Friday night. Maybe even Saturday and Sunday church. Maybe. But if you're working 70, 80 hours a week, you ain't driving that much. You're driving to work and home and trying to get some sleep to drive to work and home. But you're paying $400, $500, $700 a month for that car. Are you buying that car for you? Or did you buy that car to look good to other people? You gotta ask yourself that question. Did you buy that car for you? Did you buy it because you needed it? Or buy it because you're like, yo, I gotta drive this car anyway. So it might as well be a car I make payments on because I look good in it. But when you drive to work in the morning, if you work in the morning, who's looking at you? If you go at 4 o'clock in the morning, nobody can see you in that car. It's still dark. Okay? When you get off work, nobody cares about you. You're trying to get home. It's 5 o'clock, 4:30. You're trying to beat traffic. Ain't nobody looking at you or your car. They're trying to get hit by you, but that's about it. So if you're going to work and coming back home, why are you paying so much money for that car? Why don't you go get a used Honda Accord, Honda Civic, and take your butt to work? See, one thing I loved about Dope Boys, I love this thing about a lot of people don't look down on dope. I love dope boys. That's why I'm able to easily teach dope boys how to trade and make a lot of money in trading. And people who are educated, I can't teach them shit. Like the eye missing, say Buck on there, an old Cutlass with the seat peeling in the back. You see the yellow cushion in the back seat, the trunk, whatever. Drive around there, still get females talking to them. You know what I'm saying? No matter what kind of car they driving, and make money in that old car. Ain't gotta be shiny and flashy, nothing like that. Just in that old car, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? They got their blunt, whatever like that. That's how they live. They got, they chilling. They cool. Some of y'all still smoke blunts out there, like, and you got a big ass $1 million house. Don't sit and try to look down somebody who's smoking blunts. Okay, so they chilling, but that car is probably paid for. You know what I'm saying? $1,000. $500, whatever like that, $2,000, whatever like that. They chilling, stacking their bread, whatever. Okay, but when I say we, I'm saying a lot of people. We get all these cars and all these payments on things that we don't even know who we're showing off for. Like, who are you showing off these things for? Like, who's looking at you that much to see what your neighbors? You doing it for your neighbors? You doing it for, like, I don't understand that. You're doing all this. You're working. You work all day. You work all day. So you're paying for that car to be seen on the weekends? You could rent a car for that. You can rent it on Friday and go stunt for a day and take it back, if that's the case. But I'm not judging anybody. I do things like this for you to think. I just want you to think, okay? Is that car payment hindering you, or is it helping you? If you have that $400 a month extra coming into your house and you made another $4,000 over the next 10 months, could you do something better with that $4,000? Could you pay off your house faster? Pay off your house probably in, like, if you do compound interest, probably pay off your house instead of paying off in 30 years, pay it off in 12. But I'm just, do things make you think. Anyway, right now it is going on 4 o'clock. I just want everybody to, just think about things, not just credit. Think about your money. Think about what you're doing with your life. A lot of people try to say, well, everybody shouldn't, or everybody should have their own business. No, they shouldn't. Everybody ain't ready for that. Everybody shouldn't have their own business. Maybe you should, but everybody shouldn't. Because everybody doesn't have the mental capacity to take what comes with business. Some people, their whole mentality is, I can't do nothing but without a job. I can't function if somebody's not telling me what to do, when to do it, when to shit, when to pee, when to get up, when to sit down, when to answer the phone, how to do it. Give me the script on what to read. Some folks got to have that. They got to have that structure of order because they can't order themselves. So, and it's not to speak down. I'm just letting you know that there are people who cannot function without somebody else giving them orders. So there will always be people who will always work for other people. That will always exist. Doesn't mean it has to be you. You don't have to always work your butt off. If you think about a retirement, you're not going to have one. There is no 401k money that's going to get you there. The stock market is going to crash again. Let you know that right now. So when it does crash, once you remember, Jay Knows Credit said the market's going to crash again. And it's going to crash for the next 2 years, possibly 3. It will not be after that. It's going to be the next year, 2 years, possibly 3. I see it happening within a year. But, some little things that can pass, whatever, to kind of elongate, like they did with the whole government shutdown. Some will say about 3 years. So the government will do it again. It will. Okay? So if it does crash again, or when it does crash again, if what's going to happen to your money? I know lawyers and doctors who lost all their money. They lost all the money. They're lawyers and doctors, make plenty of money, right? But they're still working. They're 60, 70 years old. They can't even quit being a doctor. And they make 10 times more than the average person. And they can't quit being a doctor because why? They had the money in investments. And these certain investments they had that they thought they were going to bank on because they weren't educated on investments lost half their value. or more. And now they can't retire because they got kids in college and they got, payments still on houses and cars and all that because they're trying to live that good life. And they can't stop. But I know 19-year-olds right now who are fully retired and they're 19. I know 12-year-olds right now who make $60,000 to $100,000 a year sitting on a bench like I'm sitting on. So I just want people to really just think about where they are. And if you like where you are, stay where you are. But if you don't like where you are, stop complaining about that shit and do something, because nobody cares about your complaining. Your friends at work don't give a shit. People that you texting right now, telling them about all shit you're going through at your job and your kiosk and your work husband and all this shit, they don't give a shit. They're talking to you to get through their fucking day so that they can be able to say, okay, well, time flew by fast. I'm glad that bitch texted me. I'm glad you text me. I'm glad because they helped my day go by faster. But really, in reality, they don't give a shit. They don't care about none of the things going on with you. All they care about is getting off work so they can go home, go to sleep, pick up their kids, give them a bath, so they can give them a glass of wine in their hand, so they can watch 30 minutes of TV, so they can go back to sleep and get to work and do it again. Anyway, that's enough for me. This is Jay's reality check. Think about where you are. Think about what you want to do. And if you've been working hard to get out of your situation, keep working because it's going to happen. Don't think about the failures. Think about what's going to happen when that one thing you do, everybody says it won't go and work, it works. You done did 10 different things already and none of that shit worked. That was part of your process to get to where you are right now. It's part of your process. You're going to do some shit that ain't going to work. Plenty of shit. You're gonna lose money investing in things that ain't going to work. But you're going to do something and it's going to pop off. And everybody going to be like, yeah, I was behind you the whole time. Nah, hell you won't. You won't support and shit I was doing. You wouldn't even buy a t-shirt. You wouldn't even support me and give me a phone call and say, hey, bro, I'm with you. You wouldn't give me a like on Facebook. You would see my shit on Facebook and you scroll past that shit. Talking about you supporting me. Anyway, I love y'all. This is Jay Knows Credit. Signing out. Credit is queen. This is your favorite guy in the hoodie, or at least he's trying to be. Love y'all. See y'all next time.